Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with Simpler Stocks free video for September 23rd, 2016. As you see, it's about 14 minutes after the close. We now have a gold side. It's in beta, and I'm on the last hour 3 times a week. So we found some really good setups yesterday, a lot of good ones today, and so we're prepared for tomorrow. So today was all about a follow-through from yesterday. The whole idea on this is look at the ESs. And the first thing I want to show you in here is a thing called the rollover gap. Today we had the ESs up 1,200. No matter how much it withered away on the close in here, you have to understand the ESs still are trying to fill this thing called a rollover gap. A rollover gap is when the indexes, the ESs, change from a September to a December contract. A lot of times you gap down. It just has to do with the premium and how its relationship to the SPX. So the whole idea is a lot of times you fill that rollover gap. Obviously, we went down first, but the NASDAQ's already filled that rollover gap. A lot of people think we're going to get up to that area. So definitely a lot of people are seeing that. That's the good news. There's another thing of good news in here is today the SPX was up, so it could be a measuring gap. On the other hand, you have a lot of sentiment gauges, and the way I do it is I use stock twits. And a lot of stock twits, the sentiment gauges are getting very bullish in there. Every weekend, I publish a thing called the stock twit sentiment table. And all I'm doing in there is I'm taking this right here. Let me take stock twits. I was one of the first members of stock twits, and I love stock twits. I have a ton of followers in there. And all I want you to realize in here is when you go to something like the ESs in here, the ESs in sentiment, see the 56%, 44%? This is a reverse indicator. If too many people are bullish, you usually go down. Look how negative the sentiment was all of a week ago. And now it's 56%. How do you know what the sentiment was? Because you do this. You go into the simpler stocks, go into what I've showed you with the chat room, the premium videos, the email alerts. Go into email alerts, and you go to the stock twitch sentiment table. I post it every weekend. And as you see in here, look at the bearishness in the red on 9/17. Even the IWM, see the 72%? That's an extreme. All of a sudden, the IWM now has more bulls than bears also. That's the Russell 2000. So it doesn't mean we can't go higher, no doubt about it. But it does mean that we're up near resistance, overbought, and we're near that gap. So this warrants some caution in here. That's all I'm saying. So to sum up what happened today, you had the ES is up 12, NASDAQ up 36, Russell outperforming up 1690, getting up already to this area on the right. If you want to know what I mean in here, unlink these. Put up the Russell on a 195 and check that out. Right near the top of that range. That makes you think the ES is going to get up here eventually. But as you see, right to this range in here. Because of that, I've been recommending a lot of small stocks. A lot of these have worked spectacular. And a lot of people say it paid for their subscription for a couple of years. We had things like CARA. Check this stock out. We were recommending it back here at 6. It's now 7.5. So just so you know, a lot of these stocks have paid for the whole subscription in here. But getting back to it, industrial's up 79, bonds up 108, having a really good day in there. Dow Jones Transport's only up 31. Actually, a lot of news that we're going to talk about on the premium side of why the transports got knocked down late in the day. SPX up 14, dollar down 31, just a little weaker and continuing yesterday's sell-off. Gold up again, crude oil up again. You had the advanced declines around up 2,000 all day. You also had the VIX down again, now getting down near lower Bollinger Band, which could be a Bollinger Band sell signal. We'll also discuss that on the premium side. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. What I'm seeing the next couple of days is we need to fulfill some of the upside objectives, and then we can turn down. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this video. We're going to go a lot more in depth on the simpler stocks premium side tonight. Everybody take care.